Hey everybody, welcome on in to Sports Live in the 215. Today we'll discuss the Eagles selecting Alabama linebacker Jihaad Campbell with the 31st overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. I I thought this was a great pick for the Eagles. This is a guy who has had tremendous production um, this past year and really throughout his entire career at Alabama. He really was the leader of that Crimson Tide defense the past 3 years. Um, so so I think it's a really solid pick. That Jihaad Campbell can run sideline to sideline. He can rush the passer. He can rush the passer off the edge. He can blitz from his linebacker spot. He can probably even play special teams if you need him to. Just like a jack of all trades type of player, and he can fit whatever role you really need him to. And we know how Vic Fangio loves his Swiss Army knives um, on on the defensive side, or obviously the defensive side of the ball, but especially at that linebacker position. Um, just having a guy who can play multiple roles, um, and do a whole lot of different things. So like our linebacker room will still be solid while we wait for Nakobe Dean to get back. Um, it's it's certainly a good problem to have, but I question once Nakobe gets back and if Jihaad plays well, which there's no reason to suggest he wouldn't. Um, like what role is Nakobe Dean gonna have, or is Jihaad Campbell once Nakobe gets back gonna play more of the defensive end role, and then you have Zach Bond and Nakobe as your two linebackers in the middle of your defense. Um, well, you Jihaad Campbell kind of being used more as an edge rusher. That's probably what Howie Roseman and Vic Fangio are thinking. Obviously, Howie Roseman, the GM, and Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator. That's probably like what they're thinking. So, but yeah, J- Jihaad Campbell is just an absolute game wrecker. He can ruin any offense's day. Um, I actually looked up his highlight tape after I found out this we drafted him this morning, and I saw the hit he laid on Jackson Dart, who is actually the New York Giants quarterback now. So um, hopefully we get to see more of that. Dart's helmet was flying off as soon as he met Jihaad Camp, or as soon as Campbell met him in the hole. It was like Dart ran into a train, just and like you could hear the thud all, or I could hear the thud all the way all the way like through my phone screen. It was just a sickening just thwap, and that guy definitely he definitely can br- definitely can kind of lay the smackdown for sure. I know I'd definitely be terrified get, going across the middle and seeing not only Zach Bond but Jihaad Campbell. I'd probably um I'd probably lose like I'd probably lose the stuff that was in my digestive system. That's the polite way to say what would probably happen to me. Oh my god, this defense is just gonna be so scary, and I'm really looking forward to it. And he's a Jersey kid. Um, he played his high school ball at Timber Creek um, in New Jersey. My brother actually thinks he might have played high played like a scrimmage against Jihaad Campbell. And in our text exchange, my dad was like, if 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 he hit you, Tommy, you would for sure remember. And there's zero doubt in my mind that Jihaad Campbell is going to be a fantastic player. Because that's what the Alabama program has done over the past like close to 20 years at this point, since they hired Nick Saban all the way back in 2006. I know this has been his first year like retired, but that program has just continually produced first round picks, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. And they're always able to recruit these blue chip prospects because their athletic department has more money than I want to say maybe any close to anybody else in the country. Just because they really care about the football program at Alabama. They always have, and obviously football in the South is a religion. So yeah, I'm I'm hoping the those more of those SEC guys getting together and playing on not just this defense but this team really helps us. And Devontae's probably really happy. He has another Alabama guy to to talk to and kind of play with and stuff, or go against in practice. The one thing I will warn Jihaad against is try not to kill Devontae Smith in practice or in training camp, please. Like we need him for the start of the season. Like, but in all seriousness, I love the intensity Jihaad Campbell plays with. He just plays with his hair on fire, and it's a long day whenever you see whenever you see number 11 coming down and going to make a play on the football, whether that's making a play on the receiver, rushing the quarterback, or like covering the running back. This guy can really do it all, and he was such a key piece for that Alabama defense that was really, really good this past season. But I just I'm really excited to see what what he kind of brings to the table, and it's gonna be so much fun to watch. I'm really, really hoping that the pick works out, and there are very few busts that come out of the Alabama football program over their span as a program. Like they produced a lot of high quality, not just college football talent, but NFL talent as well. So hopefully Jihaad Campbell is next on the list. Before before I get out of here, I want to maybe talk about what I kind of want the Eagles to do in the second round. So obviously, I believe we're picking at 64 in the second round. So I do want them to go tight end, but obviously obviously the top of my list of the guys that are left is Mason Taylor from LSU. Obviously, his dad Jason played in the NFL, most notably with the Dolphins. His aunt is a broadcaster for Fox Sports, that being Joy Taylor. So he comes from a really strong lineage of not just athletes but like sports media people with his dad and his aunt. So and the guy's just an athletic freak. I mean he's what Jihaad Campbell is for linebackers. Mason Taylor is that for the tight end position. He can really do it all. He can block. He can he can turn he can turn short passes into big gains. He can stretch the field. He he can run any route you ask him to in the route tree. Um, so I think if the Eagles do end up taking Mason Taylor um, to be the eventual replacement for Dallas Goedert, that would be obviously ideal. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm really, really excited for it. I personally can't wait to keep track of the rest of the draft. And I wanted to thank you guys for listening to this. And as always, go Birds.